Hi, welcome to my video. This is day 3 of grounding with touching a tree for 7 minutes a day. One of the things I want to point out is I slept really well last night. I spent a little bit longer than just the 7 minutes yesterday by the tree, barefoot, and it was really great just to have that really deep level of sleep. So I'm grateful for that. As we kind of talked about before, there's a lot kind of going on in the world. And so I think there's just a need to look for ways that we can add calm and vitality and health to our day or to our life. And this is one tool. I had an incredibly busy day today. So it just felt really good at the end of the day to shut that computer and just turn it all off and to come out here. I don't know if you can hear in the background, it's kind of windy out today. The chimes are going in the background and the trees are all, rustling and shaking. One of the things I wanted to kind of mention was chemtrails. Often I see the chemtrails in the sky, and usually it's followed by changing weather. Sometimes it's rain, often it's wind, high winds, and I know it's having different effects like all across the world. I've just become a observer of the chemtrails. I heard that some of them are necessary to kind of re-regulate a lot of the damage that was done to the planet over like the last 20 years. When I lived at my last location, when I moved in, let's say it was like 20 years ago, let's say it was like 15 years ago, maybe it wasn't that quite that long, there was a creek that was like 3 feet deep, and slowly over the years the creek completely dried up. So my dog he was a lab, and he used to love to swim in that creek, and eventually there was like nothing there for him to swim in. And so as much as I hate chemtrails, the idea of rebuilding our planet makes me happy, if that is possible. So I just want to also take a moment and thank my friends who have taken the time, I consider you guys all friends, to view my channel. Thank you for, at least making the effort to support it. Again, I'm trying to build like a little community around health and wellness and well-being and being part of the peace and the new world in the midst of a lot of craziness. I do not watch the news. I get the news like through other sources, but I just think that it's just too much craziness, and I try to live a peaceful existence. And creating this peaceful life for me sadly means getting rid of a lot of the chaos and people who I call them, chaos creators or crazy makers, people who love to stir the pot. So, it's kind of like the road, my path becomes less wide, and fewer travel it with me, but at least I feel like it's a more peaceful path. And I don't know, I'd love to know what you guys think about that or what your journey has been in that area. Anyway, getting back to my grounding and being outside. It's nice to be outside. It's lovely out. The sun is shining. Just taking a moment to take in my surroundings and the wind and the flowers. I have a somewhat small backyard that is split between a garden that I try to kind of keep up with and grow vegetables in. I was better about it last summer. It's not summer yet, right? It's just May. But in the sense like planting and watering, whereas it seems like I'm a little bit busier this year with my role and my job. but it is awesome just to have like a garden that you can kind of escape to during the day and spend some time like, weeding it or watering it and tending to it. The rest of my backyard has this tree that, I think the view of the tree is nicer than me. So that's why I just choose to have the view of the tree and not so much of me. I might do something different in the future, but right now this is just the way that I'm going to leave it. But anyway, so I have the tree, I have a little grassy area. I used to have a dog that, could like use the grassy area. I might add more plants or garden to the area and have less grass. I'm not sure. It would save me money in gardening if the gardeners didn't have to come back here. I realized that I could, mow and use the blower on my property myself, but it just takes a little bit of the pressure off. And there's just like certain things like maybe pruning and cutting down trees or something like that, branches, that it's just nice to have the extra help. And in any case, it's a little bit of a group effort. Let's see, I have like herbs, I have like chives and oregano, and it's nice to come out here, in basil. It's nice to come out here when I'm cooking and just cut like what I need. I have some lavender. I noticed that the gardeners cut my lavender bush, which is great because it just keeps getting taller and taller. I have some tomatoes, but my doctor has counseled me not to eat tomatoes, that they're not good for me. So she has me on like a Mediterranean diet. Mostly it's keto, protein, vegetables, Greek yogurt. I do have some health issues around diabetes and swallowing issues, like I kind of mentioned in another video. And so I'm trying to do the best I can by eating healthy. I'm not always perfect. I'm not always good at it. I guess last week when I was getting my car repaired, I had a soda. And the soda didn't seem to hit me too hard, so I guess that's great. Maybe it didn't have corn syrup in it or something. So I'm really not supposed to be doing that. I also try to take like oregano oil and black seed oil to help, heal me, or, kind of get rid of the toxins and any other things that are in my body. So I'm kind of curious what other people are doing to help take care of themselves. Again, we kind of mentioned that healthcare costs are, really hard to keep up on. So I'm always looking for holistic solutions or things to do holistically to help me be healthier. Oh, I've already gone over my 7 minutes. I appreciate you being here and listening to me. I would love to get some input from you and, maybe evolve this channel into a direction that makes sense for all of us. I love you. Thank you for being here. Have a blessed day. Bye now.